Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Ryan from Ryan's Tech Guide, and I'm here to help you with your tech. So tonight we're going to be talking about webcams, and I'm actually going to be doing a product review. It's my first one. I'm going to be reviewing the webcam I've been using for all of my videos for both channels. It's the Logitech C922 Pro. It's actually one of the best cams I've seen for the price. I'm going to go over in this video basically why I feel it's that good. I'm going to go over a little bit about webcams in general and what they've done for everybody. And I'm also going to go through this webcam and its specs and hardware for what it has, also what came with the box that I got whenever I bought it. And then after that, we're going to go on the web and I'm going to show you actually, first of all, the software that's installed on my computer to operate this webcam. I'm also going to show you how the price is of this webcam as well. So with that, let's just get right into it. The Logitech C922 Pro. Why do I feel it's so great? Well, first of all, the quality of this webcam has impressed me from day one. I bought this about 2.5 years ago, as I said. Obviously, I bought it during whatever that all we've been facing, what happened in the world. I had to pay quite a bit of money for this because of the fact that there was just a lack of them. And whenever I got this camera, I just found that the quality was just impressive. I just found the video was awesome. The general aesthetics of the camera is nice. It has two little lights side of the camera, which helps you focus and look exactly where you need to look. It's just a really nice camera for the price. It's simple to use. I mean, the software is very straightforward to use. You don't have to push too many buttons or move things around to make it work. It's just compatible with most, if not all, platforms that are available, which is like Zoom, EVMux, which I use to do this recording, Microsoft Teams, anything like that that's out there. That's the reason why I feel it's great. Definitely one to look at. Now, webcams in general, how they changed the world. Like the world as we knew it before everything that happened. The idea of webcam calling and video calling on a regular basis was basically stuff that we'd see in television and in movies, whether it was picture in picture calling or video phone as it was known back in the different shows. It's just become now normal for all of us. It's like basically turning on a light switch. People take full advantage of this technology and they talk to anybody in the world at any time. And it's just impressive on how it's come along so quickly. I mean, it has been building for years, but with the recent events, everything has really accelerated and the use is now really accelerated, which is a high demand on the internet, a high demand on infrastructure as a whole. Laptops and their designs. I mean, everything now is basically the webcam has become a main focal point. That's essentially where it's at now. And it's going to continue to evolve as it continues to be in more demand with web meetings and working remotely now becoming now normal. It's just going to become even better technology and the cameras are just going to get better. That's my view about webcams. Now, this particular one connected through USB, of course, it has the ability to do 1080p recording and streaming. Now, I have something called 30 FPS. Now, FPS stands for frames per second. Basically, 1080p is high definition, which is now the standard across the world. Quality is awesome. I mean, this is what I'm recording this video in. It's 1080p, 30 frames. This camera actually can do a little different. It actually can go 720p, which is like a little less quality. It's a little smaller, but it does it at 60 frames. Now, it depends on the device. I find that when I put it to that setting, let's say on a laptop, I find that doesn't work as well as it should. Now, I don't know why that is, but I just leave it at full HD, 1080p, 30 frames per second. That's it. I don't touch it. I just leave it be. It works really well, and I find the quality's nice. The webcam's camera is amazing. Now, the other thing it comes with as well is two microphones. Now, they flank each side of the camera itself. They work fairly well. I mean, it depends on the room you're in. If you're in a room that's quite large and echoey, like if I didn't use this Yeti microphone and I use just the microphone that's on this camera, this video probably would be a lot more echoey. There'd be a lot more extra noise. If you have to use them, they work fine. So my recommendation is if you can get a headset with a microphone or a mic like this, it would obviously be greatly better for you whenever you do your recordings. Now, what comes in the box is a small stand. Now, this small stand allows you to move the camera wherever you like. It's not the most high quality stand, but it works. It works with this camera directly. You just basically screw it in the bottom of the webcam, and then you can put it anywhere on your desk. You can put it anywhere you can, with provided the cable's long enough. Anyway, it works fairly well. Costs are obviously much better than they were a few years ago. Webcams were extremely hard to find, if impossible. In some places, we're up to 6-month wait. Come down significantly back to more normal numbers. Price for this particular one that I found was under $100 before tax. So we'll go on the web and I'll show you that shortly. As webcams in general, they have come down significantly. So we're going to go on the web, go on the computer. I'm going to go briefly over the software. This is called Logicapture. Okay, this comes with camera itself. You can go on their website. I will put it in the notes below. You just install this on your Windows device, and I believe it has a Mac as well. And you could basically have it basically allows you to navigate and use the camera for all of its features. These are the two sources. I'm just going to go briefly over this. It has two sources you can do. Obviously, one, you can do a second webcam if you need to. Priority, they have little explanations here what all this means, like where it maintains a constant frame rate. If you leave it on frame rate, you go exposure, then it'll go according to the light in the room. It has zoom, autofocus. Take these off. You can actually do it yourself. I just leave everything on automatic. It actually has the anti-flicker, which is at 60 hertz, which I leave it there at that setting. You have other settings that you can try. I haven't really gone into them yet, but I use another piece of software to do my recording. I don't actually use this, but if you want to do like even just pictures and that, this software actually works really well. So if you go here, it gets rid of the watermark, overlay, like little effects that you can use. So if you open this up, you can do different borders, filters, just like a normal webcam. Now, right in this icon here, this is the resolution. This is where you can actually change the webcam. Like I said, I have mine at full HD, 30 frames per second. Just scroll down. You can change it to different settings. I just leave it HD. I feel that looks the best. You can actually change the frames per second depending on which one you do. This is different side looks of the picture you have. One's portrait, one's square, so it's a little smaller. That is basically what the resolution. Video encoder, that's the device that's built into my video card. I leave it on NVIDIA because that's what I own. This is the location to save your files. It even has a countdown, frame grid, different little advanced settings. I use whenever I want to do a picture that I need to figure out a pose for the thumbnails. And then, of course, you have your audio settings. I set as default microphone, which has been set to the Yeti, but you can set it to the microphone on the camera as well. These are the hotkeys that allow you to use the camera with your keyboard. And of course, this is a profile. I haven't bothered to log in, but you can create your own profile if you want. Now, the reason why it says camera not available is because EVMux is running my recording right now. So as soon as this gets turned off, it'll actually turn right back on. This will come on automatically. And down below, it has different place settings for if you were to do like picture in picture, like I've done here with EVMux. It has this ability to do side by side. Each one is your monitor. Which monitor do you have, one or two? This has also the record button for video, also camera. And at the top right, you have your night mode and light mode. So if you go light, it brings it up to like this. Dark mode, that's how it goes. That's the way I leave it. That's essentially the software. Now, the camera itself. This is the camera. This is what it looks like. There's the lights on the right and left. And this is the stand that comes with it. Now, this camera is going currently for $98.82. This is not an affiliated video. This is just my opinion. It's actually off almost 25% right now on Amazon. Of course, I have Prime, so it'll arrive within 2 days. It's in stock currently in the Canadian Amazon, so it's actually quite the good price. Originally, really $129.99, which has actually been what I've been seeing across the web, but this is on sale. This is the camera I recommend for everybody if they want to buy a webcam. This one here, I feel for the average person, for what they're going to be using it for, what they need is actually, this is really good. 98.82, little different number there, but highly recommend this one. The one I hope people look at to buy. So I guess that'll do it for this video. I hope you found value with this. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like or subscribe if you like what I'm doing with my content. If you want to get more content, please hit the notification bell on the right. That allows you to get that through your phones or through other means. And with that, thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good night.